everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG World 2019. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're watching YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the slightly reworked intro that I made. I feel like it's much cooler now with the Avengers theme kind of thing. And the USB 45 Master, thank you so much for the host. That is very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the host. Yeah, how was your stream, the USB 45 Master? You guys came just in time as I am starting the stream. PIKAROM made a splash in this tournament that happened over the weekend in Madison. Registard ended up having the most placements in top 8 with 4 total. However, Tablemon GX ended up winning the event, which was honestly a very big surprise for me. Rail, hi, thank you so much for being here. And so PIKAROM also had a spot in top 8. Xander made top 8 with the list that you guys are seeing right there. You guys know I'm a big fan of PIKAROM since I did so well with it the past quarter. I do think it has to take a step back against Registards. However, the Registards that were in top cut did not have choice bans, so I feel like that definitely made things a little bit trickier for them in trying to beat PIKAROM. However, this list is super streamlined. I actually think it's super greedy too based on the supporters, but we'll get to that. So we have our fabulous Pikachu and Zekrom Tag Team GX, 240 HP, a tag team. We have the full blitz attack dealing 150 damage for 3 lightning energy cards, and you get to search your deck for up to 3 lightning energy cards and attach them to one of your Pokemon, and then you shuffle your deck, so you can attach them to Pikachu and Zekrom to then get the plus bonus of the Tag Bolt GX attack, or you can power up another Pikachu and Zekrom, or even as their Aura GX. Now, Tag Bolt GX does a very solid 200 damage for the same amount of energy. However, if this Pokemon has at least 3 extra energy, lightning energy attached to it, in addition to its attack cost, this attack does 170 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. So, really powerful attack. That 170 damage can pick off the DNAs or Tapu Lele's that are trying to be there on the bench. Zero, thank you so much for the follow. And so a pretty good overall card. The amount of fighting types has definitely decreased a lot, so the weakness is actually not as relevant anymore, and that's something that Pikachu and Zekrom really enjoys about the current format. The format now shifted to water types in order to counter Registard. However, by having less fighting types around, Pikachu and Zekrom actually thrives with that. Now next up we have 2 Zeraora GXs, 190 HP, the ability Thunderclap Zone, really useful to move around and make sure you have the right attacker in the right spot. The attack Plasma Fist does 160 damage, a very solid amount as well, and can be powered up through Electro Power and Choice Band. The Full Voltage GX attack, it's useful against mill decks, but that's pretty much it. Against everything else, you're gonna be wanting to use Plasma Fist and probably Tapu Koko GXs or PIKAROM's GX attack. Now, ELX is all good. Thank you so much for being here. How about you? Tapu Koko GX. Wolf Jake, yes, I am going to do the giveaway of the extra playmat. I didn't have time this weekend to do the drawing, but yes, the giveaway of the top 8 mat will definitely be like the video announcing the winner will definitely be posted this week. Yeah, I definitely didn't forget. So yeah, the ability Aero Trail, when you play Tapu Koko GX down, you can move any lightning energy on the field to it, and you make Tapu Koko GX active. That does allow you to use Sky High Claws for a solid 130 damage, obviously can be increased by Electro Powers and Choice Bands, or you can Tapu Thunder GX, which deals 50 damage times the amount of energy attached to all of your opponent's Pokemon. So a really nice attack to cover for Registard going Kiawe on turn 1. It's also great in the mirror for unsuspecting opponents. Thank you so much for the follow. And yeah, no weakness. So even though there's less fighting, Pokemon Tapu Koko didn't care about that. However, having no weakness is always very nice. Now we do have double Zapdos with Thunder's Assault, a great non-GX attacker to deal with pesky Hoopas that try to wall us, or even Alola Ninetales that I've seen around. 110 HP, a solid amount. and a great non-GX attacker that deals 10 damage, but if Zapdos was on the bench, it deals 70 more, and Zero Aura really allows you to play around with that number. Now we do have Dance of the Ancients, Tapu Koko, Prism Star to get to Lightning from the discard pile onto 2 of our benched Pokemon. This allows us to attack much faster with PIKAROM, with Zero Aura, or simply get energy into the play so that Koko GX can clean up. Support wise, we have a lot of Pokemon. We have double the DNA GX with its Data Change ability. You get to discard your hand and draw up to 6 cards. You can only use one of these abilities each turn. I definitely have been at fault of forgetting about that and trying to use 2 DNAs in one turn, which is definitely not possible. And then the attack, Static Shock, and Tingly Return GX, not the greatest. With Thunder Mountain, they can be semi-cost effective, but if you're attacking with the DNA GX when you have monsters like PIKAROM, Zapdos, and Zero Aura, you're probably in trouble or very desperate. A single Tapu Lele to search for the very few draw supporters we have. Double Marshadow Let Loose to shuffle away our opponent's hand and ours and draw 4 cards. Absol to mess with opposing Jirachis, and the Resetting Hole Marshadow, so that we have a way to eliminate a stadium by playing a Nest Ball or an Ultra Ball. And we also have Red Knuckles, which deals 10 more damage plus 60 more if the active Pokemon is an Ultra Beast, which is very nice to deal with those pesky baby Buzzwoles that are still going around. Now, supporters wise, we only have 4 Lily and 2 Volkner for consistency, so we really are relying a lot on the DNA GX, Let Loose, and Tapu Lele, and that's why Resetting Hole is pretty good in order to get rid of potential power plants along with the double field blowers. We also have Triple Kuzma to target down the right Pokemon, but we have 2 Electromagnetic Raiders, 4 Ultra Balls, and 2 Nest Balls to search for the right Pokemon at the right time, for Energy Switch to move the energy around that we do attach with PIKAROM, and also to give us free retreat with Zero Aura. A single Escape Rope to mess with our opponent's plans, double Field Blower as I mentioned to get rid of tools, stadiums, especially power plants. Thunder Mountain, really nice, it gives all of our lightning Pokemon essentially an energy attachment, which is insane. And then 1 Rescue Stretcher to recover any Pokemon that we might need, double Choice Band to increase our damage output along with the 4 Electro Powers, because we do need those damage modifiers, especially against opposing Tag Team GXs. A single Stealthy Hood to help deal with Vileplume, and then 12 Lightning Energy round out the deck. And so let's jump into a ladder and try out this PIKAROM deck. And you can see the other 2 decks that I have prepared right now are the Thinkable deck that got a lot of hype, and also Blissey that made day 2. Do you think PIKAROM with Zapdos Jirachi can still be good? I do think so, and actually tomorrow I should be playing a best of 3 against Andrew Mahone from Tricky Gym. Thank you so much, Rave. 13 months. Thank you so much for resubscribing on Twitch Prime. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the resubscription. I appreciate it. Wow, what a bad hand. So yeah, tomorrow I will be playing a best of 3 against Andrew Mahone. He will playing his trademarked Order Pants PIKAROM, and I will be playing Jirachi based PIKAROM. It should be earlier than today, Ray. Hello, Joe Bro. It should be earlier than today, Ray. So we'll see. I will be announcing more the time, like more concretely the time and everything on my Twitch. I mean on my Facebook, Twitter, etc. So if you're not following me, definitely do that. The video, of course, will be uploaded to YouTube, but we will be playing live on Twitch tomorrow, I believe at 10 a.m. Wait, let me double check actually. Let me double check my messages with him. Andrew Mahone. Yeah, tomorrow at 10 a.m. So we get Let Loose out of our not so great hand into a decent-ish one. Yeah, that's the idea, Rail. That's the idea, to start doing more collaborations and stuff like that. Okay, so definitely need to bench the Zapdos. Definitely want to Electro Power. Well, do I though? Well, yes, I'm gonna lose it anyway, so might as well. And then I think I should attach to the Marshadow, and then I will Data Change. And I will, end up drawing an energy switch. I will not, however, end up drawing a Zeraora, which is definitely what I'm looking for to get the first hit in here. There's the potential for the Zeraora, which I'll definitely be taking here, though I don't want to get rid of the other Ultra Ball, I don't think. So I think one Lightning is fine, and the Let Loose. Yeah, I think it has to be the Let Loose. It sucks, but if I want to get an attack off, I have to do it this way. Of course, I will be able to get the knockout thanks to the second Electro Power, which is very nice. And I mean, this does amp up the pressure quite a bit for my opponent, purely because he didn't get the turn 1 Kiawe, which is great for us. And so we will Thunder's Assault. No heat, I mean, no Flare Starter for him, which is really good. We get the Electromagnetic Radar. And the USB 45 Master. What do you mean starting the pro PTCG scene? Thank you, I appreciate it, but I'm not sure I was the first one. Well, I might have been to go like full time, but I'm not sure. You think PIKAROM will be the best deck after rotation? I mean, arguably yes, but I think Registrar just has way too much support between Volcanion and Welder. I think Registrar is going to be one of the best decks post-rotation. Have you seen the clown list that won this weekend? No, I have not. I mean, I saw it in action. Yeah, it didn't seem very different than what I was using. Definitely no 4 Welder, but it had Mog, it had Nagnadels, it didn't have Turtonator. I'm not 100% sure what the big differences, if any, there were, but I'm sure it'll be posted eventually. ASAP Danroll, I haven't done the giveaway yet, but I will be doing it. The time for that, like the time frame to participate, ended on Friday. Yeah, I was busy this weekend, so I couldn't do it, but the video will be going up announcing the winner, okay? The list is now limitless, okay, so I will definitely check it out, yeah. And okay, so my opponent was able to get a Welder off. Yeah, I assume he's playing, based on the Arcanine and the Fireflame, I assume he's playing the list that just won this past regional. And so, for energies, I'm probably not going to be able to get a Coco GX KO this turn. However, I could try to just poke with a Zapdos to weaken this guy. I could also, well, I can't actually. Okay, if I go Electromagnetic Radar, the Lightning, and the Lele, no, it's just not enough cards to get another Zapdos out. This sucks. This actually sucks. I'm probably not going to be able to attack this turn. I mean, I might as well try, but I'm probably not going to be able to. The Volkner does mean I can attack. Coco Prism is in here, but I do need to draw more cards, I feel, this turn. So here's what I'm thinking. I have Energy Switch, I have Escape Rope. I do have Escape Rope. Thank you so much for the follow, Ballads. There's no playlist, USB Master. Okay, so I'm gonna Volkner for a Lightning and a Nest Ball. Right? Yeah. And then I'm going to Nest Ball for Zapdos. I can tell you the name though. Oh, I'm not sure which one that was. Oops, I just changed. And then I can electromagnetic radar. Oh wait, 2 of these. 4. Just did it then. I just realized, wow, my 2 PIKAROMs are priced. I had not even realized my 2 PIKAROMs are actually priced. So that is of course not great. Now I need an energy switch or Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain definitely works here. I don't mind that at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and retreat into Zapdos. So I want to choice band. Do I want to choice band 80 on 10? I mean, I'm gonna Tapu Thunder for 200 next turn, so probably doesn't matter too much. There we go. You want a full show pass to Origins? Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, Lil. That's pretty nice. Ballads, thank you so much for the congrats. Definitely happy. Definitely happy with how the event ended up going for me. Okay, so I should have played the Field Lore, I guess, for this escape board, making it a little bit harder for him to go Guzma KO on me. Now, I will get 3 prizes next turn. The question is, how do I get the last 2, right? That's gonna be the big question here. The good thing is that if my stadium sticks, which I feel like it will, because that deck, the champion or the finalist version Azuls only played 1 stadium. So if my stadium sticks, then I don't even need to use Coco Prism Star this turn, which is great, right? Definitely great. And yeah, well, that's once again, thank you so much for the kind words. Alexis, indeed. That is true. That is true. Would you make any changes to this list, Goshori? To this list in particular, I'm not. I think it's super greedy. I think it's super greedy with Let Loose and Detenes and very few supporters. So I would consider changing a little bit of that. I'm gonna see the other skateboard, making my field blower even better. And my opponent will not pass this opportunity to take a 2 prize turn, of course. So yeah, my play is definitely Coco GX, right? Coco GX into a GX attack, into hopefully eventually a Guzma KO on Lele or double Guzma KOs on this guys. However, because my opponent hasn't used the GX attack yet, he has used 2 welders. Okay, so the Field Lore will hopefully complicate him getting welder into a KO. Although, yeah, things are not looking great here for me. Things are definitely not looking great. Because I have no way to find a Guzma next turn. Oh, 1 Guzma is priced, however, right? Ooh, 1 Guzma is priced. That's actually really good news. Therefore, I feel like I should grab the damage modifier. Because my win condition is 100% Guzma KO Lele. Right? Well, it could end up being... Nah, it has to be Guzma KO Lele with Zapdos. So I'm gonna go ahead and bench the Coco. I will absorb the energy. And then I will attach. And I will choice band the Zapdos. And then I will go Tapu Thunder GX. There's no way my opponent whiffs the knockout on this Coco GX, I feel. So I'll take my 3 prizes. Lily, Guzma, PIKAROM. So I'm missing 1 Electro Power to win. I am missing 1 Electro Power to win this game. There's the immediate welder. Doesn't even need to search for it with the Jirachi. What do you think the TCG Reshiard list is the most optimal version of the deck now? Would you change anything? ELX is well. I think for the mirror match, 4 Kiawe is just so much better than 2 Kiawes. Yeah, it generally comes down to that for me. 2 Kiawes is definitely going to be much, I mean, 4 Kiawis is going to be much better than 2 Kiawis. Oh gosh, we get let loose. So perfect setup for my opponent. Perfect setup for my opponent. We have no more Pokemon draw, right? We have no let loose, we have no detonates, and we have no Lele. So we are pretty much done here. We are pretty much done. Yeah, apparently the bounce list is already on Limitless. We are done. My opponent still has the GX attack. We cannot attack with PIKAROM, which is the only Pokemon that could survive this attack, right? PIKAROM, I mean, that means I have to go for it? I mean, it doesn't change. It doesn't help with anything, though. It really doesn't. Thanks so much for the follow, Tribu Nice Face. And I'll pass. Yeah, that... I mean, we weren't guaranteed at all. But if he hadn't let loose, we had the Guzma, the Choice Band, the Electro Power, we were 1 energy away. There's Jirachi, Thinning. We're gonna see Acrobike. My opponent finds another Welder plus 2 energies, and he GXs for 300 if he finds a Guzma. We also lose. There's a switch into a Jirachi, and there's the Guzma. So GG to my opponent. This deck definitely has a bad matchup to Regizard, though. I don't know how Xander was able to beat one of the Regizard decks, but definitely a tough matchup. And Alan, thank you so much for subscribing. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Let's jump into the ladder, find another match. How come Zapdos Ultra Beast didn't see much success this time at Madison? There was more Zork, definitely, which means Zapdos struggles against Yellow and Mux. I think it's a pretty even matchup against the Regizards as well, and if they get to heal with Miltank at any point, then it can get complicated. The Arcanine is also pretty good against Zapdos deck, so all of that factored in, I would say. I do want to go first, thank you very much. Leo, you like the Quack Knight deck, I appreciate it. The USP 48.5 Masters, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out here. And yeah, we are going to go up against Specritz 3000 with the Nashville sleeves. And oh my gosh. Okay, so we're up against Greninja, right? We are up against Greninja, which means... Not Greninja, sorry, Shedinja. Which means we need quick attacks. Yeah, we need quick attacks, and our field blowers are going to be especially important, right? I'm kind of liking Ultra Ball away. Lily and Energy Switch. Yeah, I'm liking that. I'll set up... you know what? I'll grab the Coco already. Yeah. I'll grab the Coco already. And then I'll definitely try and grab a Zapdos here. So I have room to maneuver. The Electro Bars are going to be important. The Energy Switch could have been important, but I also have more left in the deck. Oh, the Guzmas are also incredibly important. And kind of think I have to attach to the active here. This is a very slow hand though. This is a very poor hand. Okay. The Alexis Blounce was a good call because of the heavy Regizard meta. Potentially, yeah. Do you think Lost March is actually decent? It's favorable against Zoroark, can hit numbers on tag teams, and Mew helps out with PIKAROM and Ultra and Guzma. Yeah, Mew doesn't help with Ultra and Guzma, actually, but Malamar is also being not heavily played, so doesn't seem like a bad call. Yeah, it's just, it does struggle against Zapdos, right? All Zapdos decks. I also don't think Mew is exactly like the perfect counter. Okay, there's a power plant, super annoying. Mew is definitely far from the perfect, or far from a great counter to to PIKAROM, I'd say, because they can like Guzma KO it with Zapdos and then go ham on the attack bolt. But it is true that it can hit some really high numbers. It's just a matter of can they actually get there before they're too far ahead. Yeah. Okay, so Stealthy Hood doesn't help me in any way, right? Add a giraffe. Yeah, this is actually a bit awkward. I kind of want to Guzma and then let loose, because I've already lost 2 lilies. But if I find Volkner, then that would be a bit of a waste. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let loose. Yes, I'm helping my opponent. Yes, I'm having less cards myself. Well, beautiful, beautiful Marshadow will allow me to use Resetting Hole here. And then gets discarded. So now my abilities work. I kinda like... I'm gonna lose another energy switch without really using it. Okay, I'm not sure. So if I energy switch from Zeraora to this guy, no, I still need another energy switch no matter what, right? To attack with PIKAROM this turn. I'm at a loss as to what to do here, because I don't think I can get a knockout this turn. Well, I should try, right? Let's try. Let's try. And then I'll discard the energy so that I can use Coco onto it. Oh, I got the energy switch. Okay. So I will Ultra Wall away these two. And I will fail it. And then I will go ahead and... Lily? No! How did I whiff the energy? I needed 1 energy. Ah, I needed 1 energy. Come on. You're kidding. Ugh. I needed 1 energy. Oh, no, I can't. Not this turn at least. I'll just pass. Ugh, that was so sad. Thank you so much, the USB Party 5. I really appreciate the kind words. Sorry, I was very focused on the trying to do the right thing. I really, really appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. Okay. No worries, Alexis. Yeah, try not to swear, guys, because everything you say on chat does appear over here, and a lot of kids do watch. So please try not to sure. Okay. I mean, not the end of the world that I didn't get an attack of, but not ideal either. Right, not ideal either. There's the Shedinja, annoying stuff right there. We'll go ahead and protect his Oranguru, right? So I need like a well-timed, really well-timed Guzma. A really well-timed Guzma plus Field Blower to KO both Substrikers with Stack Bolt is gonna be the absolute key thing of this match. Yeah. And Smoke, if you want to post them on the chat, you can. I'm sure people will be interested. I don't need them, thank you, but no worries, Alexis. No worries at all. No big deal. Yeah. Okay. So now, 1 card short. We were 1 card short. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and Dance of the Ancients. The 1 energy I do have. I mean, I was planning on using Lele for Guzma to get a KO here. However, I feel like that's not necessary yet. I mean, I was planning to use Lele for Volkner. Now I could have done it for Guzma, but I feel like this should be enough. I'm gonna go ahead and full blitz. Hopefully my opponent has a bit of a complicated time getting everything going here, and then I'll attach to the PIKAROM. So I threaten the attack bolt. I don't get a prize card, but if I can KO both Substrikers next turn, then I'm gonna be in an okay spot, I think, because that really will slow her down quite a bit, right? That's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. Hey, I believe someone took Style to your best of 1 League Cup. That sucks, I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, people really do enjoy that. People really do enjoy playing those sort of decks. Okay, so my opponent goes and finds the Mew. Which is not very nice. It's always the next card, right? It's always the next card. I could have gotten a prize last turn. I could have gotten a KO. I mean, Guzma KO Mew seems solid, right? The issue is I don't have much else afterwards. Oh yeah. Do you think Greninja and Zoroark tag team has a chance to compete? I do not think so. Damn, White Pro. I think it seems like it's an okay card. It's just not as good as Reshizard. It's not as good as PIKAROM. Like, there's no reason to play Greninja and Zoroark. There's no advantage to playing those over PIKAROM or Reshizard. So if you, in terms of a purely competitive aspect, I don't think it has a chance to compete in the big stages. Yeah, maybe in expanded with dark patches and max elixirs, but in standard, I don't see I don't see any reason to use that card over Reshizard or over PIKAROM. Maybe, only big maybe, if like you expect a field of purely Quagsire Nagnadel decks and also Zoroark with Slowking and Dugong, then maybe there's merit to running that over Reshizard, but other than that, I don't think so. Senpais, yeah, I mean, saving the bench spot for a potential scenario like that actually makes a lot of sense. Raiden is gonna be super annoying. Right, Raiden is going to be super annoying. So I feel like I just wait out until I find Guzmas. Yeah, I feel like I just waited out until I find Guzmas. I'll attach 1 energy to a Zapdos because I'd rather KO the Mew with Zapdos than with PIKAROM, I think, if it gets to that. Smoke, thank you so much for posting the codes right there. Onyx and Quack will slap the Zoro Ninjas. I mean, true, but Zoro Ninja does survive with 10 HP, right? So... so we see the Great Ball. Ray Perez, your son won final match playing expanded PIKAROM against Zoro Ninja, tag team with Darkrai. Okay, so yeah, I feel like if there's going to be any use for Zoro Ninja, it might be in expanded, but definitely not in standard. Okay, so I think our win condition is actually decking my opponent out if she is careless and she has 4 cards remaining, as discussed in chat. Yeah. I do have 3 Guzmas and Field Blowers. Yeah, I do have that. The Raiden is definitely scary though. Not for its horn attack, but rather because it can and will mess us up quite a bit in terms of discarding just 5 cards directly. Another issue is I didn't get like ahead in prizes quickly either, which this deck is supposed to do. Devolution Spray. Wait, what? Why would you put back the Devolution Spray? Okay, so I will full blitz. I will not attach energy. I don't want to thin my deck anymore. And we see the Ninkata promotion. Gonna go out into Shedinja. We're gonna see the Stretcher for Oranguru or Shedinja. Not sure which one, or actually all of them. Because yeah, my opponent can see the next 8 cards, so it's likely she'll find at least 1 copy of Shedinja, at least the one Oranguru, 2 2 fire energies being used. Devil Spray for Rhyperior. Oh yeah, Devil Spray for Rhyperior. For some reason I thought Devil Spray devolved me. I actually thought Devil Spray devolved me instead of her. So there's the Great Ball for the Ninkata, for the Shedinja. There's the Oranguru. So I guess she is being quite careful with not having less resources than necessary. If she chooses not to sprint, then she is being very aware of the potential of a Judge or a second Let Loose. However, yeah, that second sprint is just super tempting, right? Super tempting. Power Plant, not a big deal. Honestly, not a big deal. Not a big deal, because we're just playing the waiting game here. We are simply playing the waiting game. Okay. Yeah, congrats gamer on your top 32 with Quackneck, right? I think I saw your Twitter posts. Okay, so Lieutenant Surges. Lieutenant Surges. I feel like I should play a Field Blower to scare her a little bit, right? And to get rid of the stadium in case I ever do want to find the Kuzma. So I'll take a prize. My opponent's surprised, so I want her to go into panic mode. Right? I want her to go into panic mode and be like, oh no, and then find a lot of resources, and then I go boom, let loose, and have her lose. And Senpai, thanks so much for the follow. No worries. You think you need a Quagmire Plus? Potentially. Potentially. Okay, so we see the Lieutenant Surge, we see the Palpad. Are we gonna see a Judge this turn? No, right? We see Brock's Grid. Ugh. The Brock's Grid is annoying. Because that puts 6 cards back. And thank you so much for the follow, Senpais. The Brock's Grid is definitely annoying here. Because that puts 6 cards back. Well, did she sprint already twice? Wow, it doesn't even show you. Oh, there's a Lily. There's a Shedinja. Not quite the spot we need to be in though. Not quite the spot we need to be in. So resource management, 7 total cards. Right, so far 7 total cards. She has a fire. Brock's Grid is a big deal here. Palpat, Devolution Spray, and Lieutenant Surges. Manchas, thank you so much. Thank you so much for resubscribing. That is very kind of you. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Welcome back. Welcome back. I don't think we can win. I don't think we can win anymore. Oh, Rhyperior, what? Toppling Wind. Wait, did she hit? No. Wait, what? What happened? Why? Why did she concede? I don't understand. Why did she concede? Did she get disconnected? I don't understand what happened. I really don't understand what happened there. Okay, we're up against a fighting type deck. I don't think we had a chance there. We didn't get enough quick prizes to then use like Field Blower and and the rest of the Guzmas to get ahead in prizes. Manchas, thank you so much for the M&Ms. Very kind of you. Very kind of you. So my opponent sent a very nice hello and a smiley face. People have been extra nice lately on streams, which obviously makes me very happy. Okay. So then we might. I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to get the turn 1 KO, but it's not looking great. Might just depend on Zapdos here. Yeah, Shedinja takes so long to play online, indeed. Indeed. Okay. Okay, I don't... What is happening? What is happening? People are just succumbing to my power. ESP45 Master, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it with all the kind words and the support. I really, really do. And the host too. Thank you so much. Okay, so now we're up against Mr. Stefan Ivanov. Now we are up against Mr. Stefan Ivanov. I assume he's playing Zork because he did really well this weekend, right? So this should be a good match. Yep, it is Zork. Thanos Tablemon. Oh my gosh. Did my opponent really just draw pass? What? Did my opponent actually just draw pass? Coco Prism is there. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm so sorry, Stefan. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Let me message Stefan. Or someone go to... Well, I'll just tell him on stream. Oh, I messed up. Oops. I messed up, actually. I messed up. Let me go to his stream. Rematch challenge. I messed up. Sorry, Stefan. Okay, so there we go. Let me just make sure I don't mess this up. So I'm gonna challenge Stefan. Yeah? So that we get a good game. Yeah? That was very silly. I almost messed that up. I actually almost messed that up. Okay, so I'm not even sure if I have him added. Let me just... I'll send him a friend request. Yeah, we're not friends. Demo_ Tablemon. There we go. He's adding me. Okay, so I won't watch his stream, obviously. I will not watch his stream. And then requests Lubilul. I don't know what that means, but there we go. I will... Oh jeez, I have way too many decks. Way too many decks. It's because of the Tricky Gym. I mean, not the Tricky Gym, the Pokédex. I was reading the chat. Never punished like Tricky Gym. Oh, I'm definitely punished quite a lot. Okay, so he accepts my challenge. We are going to get a rematch here after I dunked him. Yeah, after I dunked him. So we lose the coin flip, he gets to go first. So it's like we are restarting the game, except hopefully better. Definitely not as good a start for me as the previous one, but that is okay, right? Manchas, thank you so much for the M&Ms. Very, very kind of you. Thank you so much for the M&Ms. I really do appreciate them. Okay, so Stefan gets to play a card, which is nice, right? Stefan gets to play a card, which is nice. So hopefully we have a good game here. Hopefully we have a good game in our hands right now. So it is my theory that Zork without fighting type people cannot beat PIKAROM, right? Or is unfavored against PIKAROM. However, Stefan, being one of the best players in the world, will definitely put this to test big time. So he's taking a look at his deck, figuring out the price cards. Alolan Muck is going to be super important because I do rely 100% on Let Loose and Lele and everything. There, he even shows me the Alolan Muck. And yeah, tomorrow we will be having a clash of PIKAROMs against Andrew Mahone. Yeah. That is indeed what we're doing here. USB. Okay, so I assume Ultra Ult for Lele for Lily. Pikapats versus Pikarachi. Or Pikazap, yeah. I'll definitely be making a very nice image for the PIKAROM challenge, yeah. And I'm thinking I should do the same thing with Azul. My Reshisard versus his Reshisard, which is slightly different, right? So my Reshisard versus the DDG Reshisard. I think that could be cool, like different type of entertainment, right? Rather than the usual things that I do. Okay, so Lily for 8, much different. Much different. Oh, I can message him. What a difference. Okay, so we see another nest ball. And yeah, it will be live streamed tomorrow morning, but obviously all of those will be going up on YouTube. And Joe Bro, 18 months of support. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't have a lot of Twitch subscribers, but the ones I do, they've been here for a very long time. I really appreciate it. What do you think about Raichu and Alolan Raichu Tag Team GX? It seems interesting. The Auto Paralysis is of course very nice. However, Switch and Escape Rope and Guzma, like, they are being heavily played. Obviously, when Raichu and Alolan Raichu comes out, they won't be available. Correct? They won't be available for the current format, so I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's better than PIKAROM. Yeah, that's the reality. I just don't think it's better than PIKAROM. Okay, so I think KOing the Ditto has a lot of value right here. And thank you so much, Manchas. Thank you so much for the other extra M&Ms. I definitely think it's just Guzma KO the Ditto here. Because my whole engine basically relies completely on abilities. And the USB 45 Master, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 119 bits. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You should try sending them as M&Ms like Manchas, so that the jar gets filled up with a lot of M&Ms. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so there's Zork, double Zork time actually, double DCs. If he establishes the Grimer, I mean, the reason he might have not gone for the Grimer is it's priced, right? If he had benched the Grimer, I definitely would have done something completely different, right? And the energy top deck would have helped a bunch. So yeah, we have a kind of weak follow-up, but getting rid of the Grimer is definitely, or the Ditto, is definitely a way I can have a more solid late game, right? With an Alolan Muck established, I was definitely going to break at some point. So yeah, we'll see. There's the Seal. Hello, Ruben. Thank you so much for being here. Seal. How is Seal helpful though? He's still one Pokemon short. He's still one Pokemon short here, which I doubt he won't get, right? Do you think Giratina and Garchomp will take the best tech status from PIKAROM and Charizard? No. I think that card is actually very underwhelming. I don't foresee it having a very bright future, honestly. I don't even remember what it does right now, but I don't think it's that great. I think Mewtwo and Mew is going to be the next big thing. The Mewtwo and Mew Tag Team GX mirror matches. Zoroark Valley, chance to win NAIC. I mean, yeah, Zoroark Valley I feel like is a little bit underexplored right now. It definitely has a lot of potential because fighting and water types are the best offensive types to have right now. So I do think Zoroark Valley has potential. Yeah, we'll have to see though, because it does suffer from a little bit of early game unreliability that Zoroark sometimes has, right? So yeah, the Grimer must have been prized. The Grimer must have been prized. The issue is, I don't think I'm going to be able to get an attack off next turn. That's my biggest deal. Doesn't Mewtwo get bodied by Power Plant? I mean, you have a lot of ways to counter Power Plant though, right? So, I mean, yeah, if a Power Plant sticks, then you're in trouble, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Like, you prepare for that, right? If that's a counter to your deck, then you prepare for that. Okay. So, I'm definitely gonna Volkner, right? It's the only thing I can do. And I'm definitely gonna grab the Electromagnetic Radar. And then, I will go ahead and get rid of the Marshadow and the Field Blower. There's nothing I can Field Blower away. Well, I actually should probably get rid of the Coco and just bench the Marshadow. Because it might be useful, right? It might end up being useful. And definitely need a Dedenne, definitely need the other PIKAROM, right? I mean, it could be Zeraora as well. I guess I could attack with Zeraora. If I attack with Zeraora, I need less cards. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I need a lot, but it's not impossible. So I'll bench this guy, I will Electro Power. I will bench this guy, and then I'm discarding the Lightning because I definitely need double Coco ability to pull this off. The issue is I already played a Draw Supporter. Oh, but I got it. What? I think I got it, right? Coco Prism, attach, Energy Switch, Energy Switch. Yeah, I got it, and I even got it with PIKAROM. Wow. That is absolutely insane. That is actually absolutely insane. Let's make sure I don't mess this up. But I got the perfect cards off of the Dedenne. I need to attach to the active. And then I need to retreat. And then I'll Choice Band. And then... wow. Dedenne MVP, guys. Dedenne MVP. Full Blitz, get the KO, and then... okay, so only 4 total Pokemon. Right? 4 total Pokemon. Stefan, I feel like if I try to just win with Tack Bolt next turn, that's super greedy. Because with the huge hand he currently has, there's definitely a universe in which he return KOs me with Persian GX's Vengeance, with Choice Band Kukui, and 9 Pokemon in the discard pile, right? Because there's 4 total. He has Catwalk, and he has a trade as well. So if I just go attach everything here to threaten the win on the Lele and whatever else is up, that would be super greedy. This is the more conservative, but the better play, I feel. Yeah. Mathematic Muggle, thank you so much for choosing to use your Twitch Prime subscription on the channel. I really, really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it. Your bet for Worlds is Shedinja style? Maybe. Yeah, that's true. There's no Field Blower. There's no more Field Blower. There's only Faba, right? There is only Faba. And thank you so much for the follow as well, Mathematic Muggle. I really, really do appreciate the support. Thank you so, so much. Only Faba, yeah. So maybe, yeah, maybe Shetinja. Maybe we're gonna see a lot of Shetinja mirrors. Garduño, no fui a Madison. No fui a Madison. Me quedé aquí en la ciudad. Jugué un League Cup. Okay. So, Dugong. I mean, I think because I split off, because I split the energies, that's why Stefan is going into the Dugong. Yeah. If I had not split the energies, then we would definitely have seen a Persian GX promotion. I don't see how the Dugong will help him here, though. I really don't see how the Dugong will make a difference. I think the key is that turn 1 Guzma. The turn 1 Guzma on the Ditto, and the fact that Stefan's Grimer is probably priced. I mean, I'm directly asking him. I feel like that made a big difference as well. So he's using Catwalk. He is using Catwalk here. After attaching, which is interesting as well. But yeah, I'm fairly sure we have this one in the bag. Right, I'm fairly sure we have this one in the bag, and a good way to close out the stream. I mean, I do have 2 energy switches left. If I'm lucky enough to find them, I would actually just outright win. Yeah, but then as long as I'm conservative with as long as I find an Electro Power, what I could do is, well, he has access to Field Lords, never mind. I was thinking, if I full blitz again and attach 6 here, then this guy can tack bolt any Zorg, and this guy can tack bolt the Lele for game, no matter what is in front. Yeah, in case I whiff Electro Power. Ray, Patreon for new Tablemon GX. I haven't made a new Tablemon GX card since I still have some of the older ones, the ones that I made last year. Honestly, the Tablemon GX thing, it didn't work out as I hoped it would. Because a lot of people, like, they got the Tablemon GX card, they supported 1 month, and then they left. I was hoping to encourage a little bit of a more long-term support, because it really makes a big difference, yeah, in terms of just like YouTube videos. If you enjoy watching my YouTube videos, if you actually signed up for Patreon and supported $1, that actually gives me more than you watching my daily videos. Yeah, so if 100 people subscribe to the $1 option, then that would make a big difference. So I was trying to encourage a bit of a long-term approach, which wasn't the case. So I might try to, like, I will try to do a new card eventually, but I will definitely try to do something different than Patreon. I haven't been successful in trying to get people to keep supporting through Patreon. I also probably don't promote it enough, but okay, so we see the dual Blizzard. Stefan did confirm that his Grimer was priced, right? Okay, and he spreads against the 2 of these guys, which makes sense. I want to keep the Electro Power, so I'm just gonna Lily for 3. I find Guzma, I find Faulkner. I'm fairly certain I should also just keep this. So I'm gonna full blitz. And then I'll power up. I mean, I don't see why not. I think that's... Oh, he has a Mew. Never mind. He has the Mew. I didn't even see it. Yeah, I'll just power up Zeraora then. I mean, I need any damage modifier to KO anything he has. I have the Kuzma to KO a GX. And yeah, Slowking is pretty bad against anything that isn't Reshizard indeed. I mean, well, it's not terrible against PIKAROM. It does set up 2 hit KOs with a non-GX, which is usually what you want, right? to be more cost effective. Okay, so we see the Persian. Will Stefan have some sort of like energy removal here? How much is a Tablemon GX, Mr. Ray? It's not like I wasn't selling them. Yeah, I was trying to encourage people to that really want to support the channel to sign up for Patreon on the 10th month, on the $10 per month option. Yeah, because they're really high quality. They were not cheap to make. Oh, you were speaking to why you like Silvally more than Slowbro. Yeah, I mean the trade-off is Silvally gives out 2 prizes and Slowbro only gives out 1, right? Is he going? I mean, the only way is if he removes an energy and then hopes I don't have another one to tack bolt, right? Because I'm down to 2 prizes. He's gonna judge me, but that doesn't help. Does he play Crushing Hammers? I don't think this changes anything, right? And even now with this thing, even if he finds energy removal, I don't see what his out is. I really don't see what the out is here for Stefan. Oh, okay, so the slashback. Oh, right. Yeah, he gets a KO, goes back. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So now it's up to me finding Kuzma, right? It's up to me to find the Kuzma to win here. I do have Lele available, so any Ultra Ball is actually live. Drawing the Marshadow is actually quite bittersweet, not gonna lie. Sure, I'll attach to the Marshadow and I'll play the Thunder Mountain. I probably should not have. I should have thinned with the Electromagnetic. It's fine. It's fine. There we go. There we go. Could have thinned a little bit more. Could have thinned a little bit more through the use of the Electromagnetic Radar. So that was a bit silly. But there we go. Yeah, GG to Stefan. I do feel like PIKAROM is heavily favored against all the Zorak decks, which are now trying to counter Registart more than PIKAROM, right? Zorak really had to go out of their way to try and counter PIKAROM with sometimes Lycanroc and Lucario, right? Because PIKAROM was so strong against them. Now they're trying to focus on Registart because Registart is so strong against them, and they are successfully doing it with Slowking, but then they open up this huge weakness to PIKAROM because of no fighting type. Yeah, so yeah guys, that will be all for the PIKAROM. Huge congrats once again to Xander Pero for his top 4, and I will be right back in just a second with our next deck, which I will let you guys in chat decide. Do you want to see Pikavolt or do you want to see Please See? Completely up to you. Let me know in chat and I will be right back.